No.
I'm using my computer.
Okay, guys, we're live. Hi, everybody. My name is Candace Strotter. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm so sorry we had some technical difficulties with the Google Hangouts, so it's not quite as simple as we thought it was going to be. So we do apologize for that. But let's just get started since you guys were waiting. I don't want to keep you waiting any longer. So like I said, my name is Candace Strotter. I'm the owner and content creator of lifestyle and beauty blog Naturally Stellar. I work hard to inspire women to live a rock star mom lifestyle because I believe that being a mom shouldn't place your dreams on hold. So tonight we are, I'm joined by two other rock star moms, and we're going to be talking all about and tips on traveling, talking about travel gear for kids. So just things to make your summer trips, your end of summer trips, future trips a lot easier when it comes to planning, when it comes to you know, just being on the road or on a flight, just making those things easier for parents. I know I need a lot of help with that. I learned a lot this summer road tripping with my kids. So I'm going to share some of those things with you guys. But I want to introduce you to our first guest. So I want to introduce you to Anitra. Anitra Duran Allen is a blissful wife, momager to two super kids, and a family and parenting blogger, helping busy moms get more done in less time with less stress. She blogs over at themomonthemove.com, and you can find her on social media at The Mom on the Move. Welcome, Anitra.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you? Thank you so much for having me. As Candace said, my name is Anitra, and I'm the Mom on the Move. I want to help you guys get more done in less time with less stress. And I was really excited that Candace invited me to join in this travel tips for moms on the move, and how we can make our travel a lot easier and a whole lot less stressful. I am the mother of two tween girls. Almost 10-year-old, almost 13-year-old, so I almost have a teenager, and then an 18-year-old bonus son who is on his way to college. So I want to share some tips with you guys on how to make your preparation for travel and your stay outside of your activities a lot less stressful and a lot more bearable for mom, especially when you're traveling with older children, with teens and tweens. So the first thing that I have to share is my travel pack list, or my travel checklist that I use with my children, especially my girls. They are always forgetting something. They always expect mom and dad to pack all of their clothes, everything from their socks to their entertainment items. And this year I decided enough was enough. So I created a travel checklist that I use for them. I give it to them. It's got all of the information, all the things that they might need to pack to travel on it. And they are now responsible for packing their own things. It takes one less thing off of my to-do list, but it also gives them a feeling of autonomy and ownership in what we do and when we're going on our trips. You can get this checklist on my website. You can download it. There is a 5 things you need for stress-free vacation planning post on my site under the time management app tab on the family management part. And this checklist is available to you for free. There's one for tween boys, there's one for tween girls, and there's also one for kids. And I also make it reusable. I've got a Facebook Live on my page where I show you guys how to make this reusable so that you only have to print it off one time and you can reuse it for every single trip. So the first thing is make a travel checklist, take one thing off of your list to do, and put some accountability and some responsibility into the hands of your children. I recently read a post about a mom who went on vacation with her family. She was having the same kind of thing where she was always packing for everybody, and she finally said enough is enough, and her husband offered to pack for her, and she said okay. And he packed the most crazy things. because he didn't have his checklist. I promise you, it's really, really funny. But take some time, take some stress off your back, use a checklist, and give your kids some responsibility. The second thing that I want to share with packing are packing pods. Now, I literally just came back from a trip, so you all excuse my packing pod. It actually still has clothes in it. But these have been a lifesaver. When we came back, I came back from a trip in Orlando, and I gate checked my bags because the line was crazy, weather was awful. So I gate checked my bags at the curb. I knew that they were going to be searched by TSA, but because I had everything in my travel cubes, they didn't toss my bag. My bag was still intact. When I got home, everything was still in its place, and it kept my suitcase organized. It also can help you keep your things separated when you're traveling with multiple people. We have different colors. They come in different sizes. Mine are red. My husband's are green. The girls are blue. I use them for all of our trips. It keeps everything separated, keeps everything organized, especially if you're flying and you know your bag's going to get searched by TSA. So get yourself some travel cubes. I got mine from Amazon. You can go online and just search travel cubes, and you can get yourself from anywhere that has retail for homes. When you're traveling and you're on your trips, I have teens and tweens, so they always have their devices. I try to make them bring some non-electronic activities. But when we're traveling, honestly, sometimes I just don't want to be bothered. So I let them have their devices, and they use their phones and iPads and iPods and all that good stuff. The lifesaver that I have found for traveling with devices are portable batteries. One powerful battery. It's got 2 slots, so you can charge 2 devices at one time. You charge it up fully the night before, and it will actually charge 2 devices twice completely. We've done this, literally just done this. We just got off the road from a 2-week trip. This thing is awesome. Again, you can get them from your local retail store, get it on Amazon. I have to disclose that I got this from the Mom 2.0 Summit from the .me booth. Thank you very much, .me, for sponsoring this item. Like I said, I travel with teens and tweens. So when we get to the hotel, there are some comfort items that I like to bring with me to ensure that everyone's stay is bearable and enjoyable. Poop spray. Don't laugh. It works. I'm so serious when I tell you, if you're in a hotel room with 4 grown people for more than 1 day, poop spray. Like, for real, seriously. It works. Make your stay a little more enjoyable with the poop spray. The other thing that we have, and I actually just ran out, so I'm going to show you this, is Fresh Wave Odor Remover. I take this with us everywhere we go. This is a little gel container, so it's like, you know, a little stick up. You open it up and then it opens up. But I prefer the spray because it is like a natural Febreze. There are no harsh chemicals. Obviously, everything in the world is a chemical, but all of the ingredients in this product are natural. And for families like us who have lots of allergies, I have several food allergies, my girls have allergies, it's always important that we have things that are body friendly and kid friendly. So we use the Fresh Wave spray because if you've ever traveled for multiple days with a teenage boy, you need Fresh Wave. Like, seriously. Don't open the drawer when his dirty clothes are in there. I promise you, you won't like it. Fresh Wave spray. You can get this on their websites or, again, on my favorite place, Amazon. We just came back from actually a 2 straight week trip. I was gone for 3 weeks, and then we traveled for 2 weeks with my daughter, who is a competitive sprinter. We went to the Junior Olympics, and so she basically was running every single day. And I knew that I was going to have to do some laundry because I don't have 3 weeks worth of bras, and I was gone for 3 weeks. So I had to wash things that I took with me. So in order to make that better, I use these detergent-free laundry balls. You can order them again. Baron makes one. These are Crystal Wash brand. You can just buy them, throw them in your bag, and when you get to your hotel or wherever you're staying, throw them in the wash with your clothes, and you don't need detergent. You can use them multiple times. You can reuse them over and over so that when you have extended stays or when you run out of Fresh Wave like I did, you can just wash your clothes and bring home clean clothes as opposed to having to come home to a huge pile of laundry after you've had a vacation, right? Reduce your stress. Take some stress out of the situation. And the other thing that I take with me are wool laundry balls. These go in the dryer. These go in the washer. I don't have to buy detergent. I don't have to buy dryer sheets. I can wash my laundry whenever I feel like it when we're on vacation. And I also use them at home. The last thing that I want to share with you guys on how to ensure that you can enjoy your vacation and take some stress out of the process of traveling, especially when you're traveling with big grown people who are as big or bigger than you, is essential oils. Right? So my little one is super active, like always going, always going. Her brain is always going. Her body is always going. And we use lavender oil to calm her down. Put a couple drops in her hand. We rub it on her chest before she goes to sleep. I mean, we're staying in a hotel room where we normally have our own bedrooms and our own beds and doors to close to keep from the sounds and the lights and all of those things. Lavender oil is a great travel partner to help everybody relax, to calm everybody down, to help your littles and your bigs go to sleep, and to enjoy the restful evening when you are all sharing a space as opposed to having your separate spaces. So we take our lavender oil with us, and I'm looking at it and I need to get some more. This bottle is getting really low, but we take our lavender oil with us. It helps everyone to calm down. It's a great aroma in sometimes not so fresh smelling hotel rooms. And it really helps to ease everybody's stress level and to help everybody get a good night's sleep. So those are my tips. Reduce your stress on the way out the door. Make sure your kids can pack their own stuff. Make sure that you can keep your suitcase and your bags organized with your packing pods. Make sure that everybody has an enjoyable time in the room. Get some odor remover for the toilet and for your clothes. I promise you, you will thank me later. Wash your clothes when you need to. And make sure everybody gets a good night rest with some lavender oil here or other essential oils that help reduce your stress. So thanks, Candace, for letting me share my tips. You can follow me, as Candace said, on social media at The Mom on the Move, The Mom on the Move. And you can find all of these products on my website at themomonthemove.com, and the 5 things you need for a stress-free vacation planning post. And I see you guys online.
Thank you so much, Anitra. You had some great tips, and I need some of those detergent balls.
Yeah.
I did not know they make balls where you don't have to buy detergent.
Amazon, girl. Amazon.
Yes, that's a good one. Okay, so what I have tonight to share with you guys is most of the items that I have are strictly toddler related, because this summer I did a lot of traveling in the car with my daughter, and she just turned 2. And I learned a lot. I thought I was a pro at road trips with my kids because we do it so often, but most of the trips that we go on at max are maybe 3.5 hours. So I'm cool with up to 3.5 hours. But once we hit over that 3.5 hour mark is when things get real. That's when we have a lot of, bathroom breaks. Everybody has to stretch their legs every 5 minutes. Then you have a lot of randomness that goes on where we have to pull over. We got kids throwing toys in the backseat. I mean, you name it, stuff happens. So I have 4 items I want to share with you guys tonight. And just for full disclosure, I did receive all of these items as press samples. And so I've had them for a while now. So I've had ample time to really use them, test them out on my daughter. So I'm sharing them ones that I are great. So I'm going to start off with the first one I want to start off with became the most important for me. This is called Baby Change and Go. It's in a little carry case, but basically it's a portable baby changer. So like when I was on the road headed to Orlando this summer, we're on I-75 and there's a lot of fast food places. There's a lot of gas stations and things where we, you know, would pull over. And a lot of times when I'd go inside, there's no changing table. There's nowhere to change my baby. So most of the time, like I would have to, you know, change her in the back seat or something like that. But with this, and I apologize for the noise, I'm pulling it out the bag. But with this, you can take this changer and you can hang it over the stall in the bathroom. So like, let me fold it out. I should have actually had this up on the door so you guys could see what it's like. But you basically hang this over the stall door, and let me see if I can open it up to show you guys. So this part here would hang over the door, and then you would put your child inside and you could basically change their diaper no matter what type of bathroom you're in. I was in a lot of seedy gas station bathrooms, and there were a lot of places I would not want to lay my daughter on the table, even if I had a pad. So this came in handy where you can put her inside. And even at 2 years old, she's able to go into this because I believe it holds up to, I want to say 40 pounds. She's 29 pounds right now. So it worked for us just to have an extra place to be able to change her diaper. And because it's in a nice carrying bag, it makes it easier for me to be able to throw it in the trunk. And then when we stop at a rest stop or whatever, or we stop at a gas station, most of the time it was gas stations, I'm able to just grab that out of the trunk and take it in the bathroom with her diaper bag. So my tip is for moms is make sure that you have, you know, a secondary way to change your child, and make sure you bring a lot of empty grocery store bags for those diaper changes where you might have to pull over and change your child in the back seat. You want to have somewhere to like store your dirty diapers until you could toss them out. So the next item I had, and like I said, this is the Baby Change and Go. And I believe they have different, a couple different colors. I've seen black and I've seen blue that you can get. The next thing is when you're on the road, I like to make sure that my kids, you know, have things to keep them busy in the back seat. I also like to make sure that those things are kind of quiet because I like to bump my music when I ride in the car. And sometimes my kids don't like my music. But they have their devices in the back seat, and I want to make sure that I keep the sound level like down in the back seat while we're driving so there's less distraction for me. So the item I want to show you is by On and Off, and these are the buddy phones. And what I like about these headphones is one out that I'll show you. What I like about these headphones is if you have more than one child in the car, and let's say they're watching a movie on a tablet and you're getting tired of the noise, you can one child can wear the headphones, the bottom part into the device, but there's also like a dual plug on here, so you can actually plug in an extra set of headphones into this so that both kids can watch one device and share the volume controls. So I like that aspect of it. Another thing that I like about these is the comfort. They're really soft. So like for my daughter, she doesn't pull them off her head because they're not uncomfortable. There's also like built-in volume controls in these. So like if the device is on max volume and she's to plug this in, I have to worry about this blasting into her ears. There's a certain level that these headphones go up to, and that's it. So I like that, you know, I like that it keeps the volume at a nice, decent level. So they can still hear everything, but it's not loud at all. And you really can't hear anything outside of the headphones either. This is really durable. This is like stretchy rubber on the outside. So even if she chews on this, it won't break. And she's tried doing a lot with these. She's thrown them, all types of stuff, but they're still holding on. They're really durable. And they come in a nice little cute little carry bag, so it's easy. I just throw this in the back of her diaper bag sometimes because she likes to carry around her knobby. So I like to let her, you know, use these with her knobby when I'm watching her and stuff like that. So these are the buddy phones, and let me show you some of the features in there. Just to make sure you guys can see it. So they come really like nicely packaged and everything. And it said it's for ages 3+. My daughter's 2, but she's able to use them. And she's very like, she knows about devices. She knows how to plug it into her knobby all by herself. So I just let her, you know, do what she does when she's playing with her little device. The next thing that I wanted to show you guys is situations. Sometimes when I travel like to my parents' house, who they're about 3 hours away from me, when we go on road trips with the kids, a lot of times when we get there, not so much now, but earlier, my daughter didn't really like, when it came to like time for her to eat, like she's still a little messy, but she was extremely messy to the point where like I had to like carry a hard plastic portable high chair to my mom's house, and I kind of got tired of lugging it everywhere, you know, because you come with so much baby gear and stuff. It's like it can really fill up your car fast. But what I wanted to show you guys is a portable high chair, nice carry-on bag, and you can carry it just like you do your festival chairs and stuff. It folds out. So I'm going to bend my camera down so you guys can see what it looks like. Let's see if we can see that. There it is. So this is the Chow Baby portable high chair, and it has a little cup holder and nice plastic on the top so you can keep this clean, wipe it clean. You can put their snacks on it. This works great for me personally, like taking my kids to the park and stuff, because we like to be outside. This folds up. It goes into a little carrier that I can carry on my shoulder. It's very lightweight. It's very like stable, so like a harness on the inside. So your child is locked in, and there's an actual seat belt in the back of here. So you, even if you wanted to, I thought about even attaching it to something if I wanted extra security, but there's a lot of room in here for your child's legs. It's very comfortable. It's very sturdy and small space. So I really, really like this. And so we are definitely going to be putting this to use for the rest of the summer, because we have a lot more of outdoor time. And I think I'm going to actually, at the end of the summer, maybe leave this at my parents' house so that when I travel, I have something for my daughter to be able to sit and have her meals and stuff at my mom's house. So that's basically the things that I wanted to share. On top of just, you know, just being really prepared when you're traveling with toddlers, because, you know, their attention spans, and it's hard for them to, you know, sit in cars and things like that for long periods of time. So just making sure that you have enough things to keep your child entertained and keep them happy with food and all types of stuff. And so that's the last thing that I want to touch on is food. When I'm on the road, I don't eat very well. I stop at a lot of fast food places. We stop at a lot of restaurants. And so I'm not on any type of like strict diet or anything. I like to make sure that I have a very well-balanced diet when I'm on the road. So some things I might miss out on are just having those full meals where I'm having my fruits and vegetable servings every day that I don't necessarily get So what I wanted to show you all was um, smoothies that you can take on the road to help you stay energized as a mom and even for your kids. And I made some to show you guys what the shake looks like. And it tastes good too. It actually tastes like it tastes like a liquefied cookie. Like that's really what it tastes like to me. It has nuts in it, so if you're sensitive to like tree nuts and things like that, I wouldn't recommend this. Also, if you have like soy sensitivities or wheat, this will not be good for you. But what I have right now is this is blue zeal. So blue zeal has pineapple, mango, banana, blueberry, coconut, goji berry, pumpkin seed, pea protein, kale, lucuma, pomegranate, and apple. And so what you do is you just put this in a shakeable container. And you want to make sure whatever liquid you use is ice cold. So you can use like a nut milk if you want, or you can use, I used cold water and half and half cold water and apple juice. And then because I was a little nervous when I first tried this, I was a little nervous about taste. I'm not really good with shakes and all that stuff. So I was nervous that it wasn't going to taste good. But you really don't need the apple juice. There's enough fruits and stuff in here that is sweet. It's really sweet and it tastes really good. And so my recommendation is when you're making it, go half water, half juice, throw a couple ice cubes in there and give it a good shake. But it is delicious and it really does give you enough energy, like if you're on a long-term trip, to get you in between meals. And it keeps the kids, keeps the kids full too, so we don't have to stop as much. So little snacks and then drinks and stuff that are healthy for them on the road are things that are really important to me. And so that's basically, those are the things that I wanted to share with you guys. So I want to our next guest. So Nikita Win is a thriving single mom of 4 and parenting lifestyle blogger, empowering single moms to push past their struggles and live their best life. So I want to welcome Nikita. Hi, Nikita. Thanks for being here with us tonight. Hit your mute button. Nope, I can't hear you. Did you hit your mute button on your screen? Turn your microphone on. Mm-mm. Nope, let me see. Let me try one more thing just to make sure that I haven't muted you. I hear you a little now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for having me. Despite my technical issues. As she said, as she said, I'm Nikita Win, blogging at nikitawin.com, where I help single moms to just live their best life. And today I want to talk to you about my 6 essential items to have on a road trip with small kids. As she told you, I am a mother of 4, 3 of those being toddlers, 2 3-year-old twin girls, and a 4-year-old, and I also have a 13-year-old as well. So road trips can be quite the circus if you are not prepared for them. And I just want to tell you about 6 practical items that I like to take that has saved my sanity, saved me a lot of headaches, saved me a lot of screaming, fighting in the back seat, like she said, toys being thrown across the car, because I've had my share of road trips with my kids as well. I'm currently living in Orlando, Florida. I'm from Tampa, and we often make that drive. This summer, we've done a lot of traveling. I did the 4 best beaches of Florida, and so we visited Sarasota, Clearwater, Daytona, Miami, and so we kind of went on a beach tour around our state. And so my kids were in the car quite often. And as she said, when you think you have that thing down, you make that hour, the 2 hour trip, and you're like, okay, I got this until you don't have it. So I just want to tell you about 6 products that I absolutely love and adore that kind of save me a lot of headache when I'm in the car with my children. Unfortunately, I do not have all of them with me here. I did not think to take them out of the car, but they will be up on the site tomorrow. The post will be live. It's under travel as well. 6 essential items to make your road trip with kids fun. The very first item I want to talk about is this cup. And this is called a Snacky. It is simply a cup, a little compartment in the top of it to put snacks as well. Oftentimes, I open a juice box and then give them a bag of chips, or then the bag would rip open too big and they would be on the floor, or the children would spill them out of the bag, go squirting everywhere. And I just kind of got tired of cleaning all of that up. And so one day I was in Walmart and I saw this little cup, and I had seen it on TV. I saw the little kids raving, Snackies, Snackies. And I would always see, said, you know what? I am about to get this. And it has been a lifesaver because you can put the juice on the inside of the cup, yet the snack goes in on the top of it as well. And you can close this, it secures off the snack. And so you don't have to worry about them fumbling with a bag trying to get the stuff out of the bag. They simply put this in their car seat cup holder and they can take the little snack out of the top and sip their juice when they want to. You don't have to worry about them squirting it out of the juice box or anything like that. So this has definitely been a lifesaver for me with my kids, having their snacks and their juice in the car, because as she said, having snacks is absolutely imperative in the car because somebody's going to be hungry 15 minutes into the trip. An hour into the trip, someone's going to be thirsty. And those are just unnecessary stops that you have to make to dig stuff out of the trunk or go and spend money that, you could have saved a little money and just bought this cup. Again, this is available on Amazon as well. I got it from Walmart, but obviously Amazon delivers straight to your door, so why not? The second thing that I want to talk about, don't laugh, but this has gone a couple years in my household. We absolutely love and adore these. My children still carry them to this day. My son is 4 and he loves it. And they're muslin blankets. The brand, if I butcher this, please don't hate me. But it's called Aiden and Anais, I think it is. But they're muslin blankets and they are really huge. And this is the swaddle one. My kids have had this since they have been infants. They still use them as capes. They play princess with them. They do all kinds of stuff with them. And the reason why I say bring these when you are traveling is because oftentimes in the car, it can get kind of too cold or it can get too hot or somebody's hot and somebody's cold. And these just help them to put these over their legs, or they play games with them in the car. And honestly, it entertains them go in keeping them warm when the air is too cold for them, because I just cannot be hot and I need to have them. This just helps them to stay warm, and they play with it, they throw it over their head. Had these things forever. I have changed my babies on top of them. I have cleaned up juice. I have cleaned up pee. I have cleaned, I have done everything with these things. They are absolutely amazing and my kids love them. And I think that you will love them too. They're huge. I think they're 50 by 50. So they're really wide and really big. They have some beautiful designs on them. This is a little tiger. Yeah, and so I think they're amazing, and I think you'll like them too. You can get these on Amazon and Bye Bye Baby, Babies R Us, any baby store. They have these, and I think you'll love them. The third thing that I want to tell you about that I found out this summer about having one of these, because one of my children continued to complain that they were burning and they wanted me to come and get the sun off of them. And I was like, how am I supposed to get the sun off of them? But I can't help where the sun is positioned. So I went out and bought me a handy dandy little window shade. It's a little, it's like tent, rolled up piece of tent that you stick on the window. I'm sorry, I don't have it. It is in the car. And you can just pull it down when the sun is on the side of the car for the kids. Because if you have ever been driving and your child has lost it because the sun is bothering them, you know that this is a handy little item. Maybe $5 or $10. You simply just stick it up on the window. You pull the shade down when the sun is bothering them or biting them, as my daughter likes to say. And that's one headache that you don't have to worry about, because you know when you're driving on the highway, you can't make a turn to get the sun off of them. And trust me, they will continue to bug you until the sun stops biting them. From biting that baby, and go and get you a little window shade tent. This will be in the post as well. When you come to the site, you'll see it there. I'll have the link to purchase that as well. I think I'm on number 3 and number 4. I've lost count, but a back of the seat car organizer. Like to bring toys. They like to bring their entertainment along, and I don't always have time to reach in the back of the car what they're asking for at that time. Someone might want their lovey, someone might want a teddy bear, someone might want their iPad, and they're called a back of the seat organizer. You literally just hang it on the back of your seat, and you can put the iPad inside. There's this for toys, blankets, cups, snacks, whatever you want or they need to have within their reach that you can't give to them while you're driving. Car. So in the back of my car, my seat can go far back or it can go far up. When I'm traveling, I always like to push it all as it can go, because it gives me more space in my trunk, and it also puts them closer to the back of the seat organizer so they can reach their little hands wherever they desire and not ask me 20 times to pull over to simply get a toy or to get a coloring book or crayons or whatever they're asking for. It's literally right there. They can reach up and get it. There you go. That'll be on the post as well. Unfortunately, I didn't think to take that out of my car, but I think you get the idea of what it is. The next thing is going to be kind of, this might be a little weird, but this works. So if you are a mother of toddlers and you have gone down the potty training journey, you know it can definitely be a journey. And if you are in the phase where your toddler feels like they got this and they are not wearing a pull-up, how dare you insult me with a pull-up? My daughter, you will not get her in a pull-up even on a road trip. And so I'm like, you know, girl, I feel you. I wouldn't want to put on a pull-up either. So do you know what I do when I go on car trips with my kids? I take the little mattress pads. It's kind of like a diaper, but it goes on their toddler bed. You can put it over to like soak pee. It's not plastic. It literally is the material on the inside of a diaper that you can put on the top of their bed when they're sleeping at night if they have accidents. I take one of those, I put it inside of their car seat, and I put a crib sheet over the entire car seat. The reason I put the crib sheet over is because I have 3 car seats in the back of my car, and they are puzzled in, and it is a pain to take them out and clean them. An accident in their car seat because they didn't want to wear a pull-up, or I didn't have time to stop before they had the accident in that car seat. And if you can't stop during your vacation to take that car seat out, pull off the complicated, oh my goodness, pull off the complicated cover, take out the pad and clean all that, then you're going to be smelling some smells your car of your road trip, because that pee is going to have sat there and it's going to have heated up and it is going to have your car smelling quite funky. So I take the little mattress pad, I put it in the car seat, and I put a crib sheet over just to protect the car seat from all the chip stains or if they happen to spill something. And it works wonders. When we're done with the car trip, I take the crib sheet off of the car seats, all three of them. If someone happens to have an accident, I simply take off the pad, and we are good to go. I didn't have to take the car seats out, take off the complicated covers, and do all of that washing. The last thing that I want to talk about is for mommies. I am all about making your time work for you, being productive, multitasking when you can. And on car trips, I like to listen to podcasts or audiobooks. And I think the investment in Audible, the one book a month, is amazing because on car trips, I find myself getting through entire books depending on where I'm going. My children, they have on their headphones and their iPads, which I forgot to mention. But they have on their headphones and they're listening to their movies or they're playing their games. Meanwhile, I can get through some learning. I can learn how to, better market my business, or I can just listen to some empowerment things. I think Audible is an absolute must have for mommies on the go, especially on road trips when you just have all this time to kill and the kids are asleep and no one's talking to you and you don't want to fall asleep. Girl, pop you some gum in your mouth, put that Audible on that car, and empower yourself, educate yourself, learn something different, continue to pour in yourself, even as you're driving. I like to do that through music, but I think that Audible and audiobooks is an amazing way to go for mommies on road trips as well. And that's all I got, guys. That's all I have for tonight. Again, I'm Nikita Win. You can find me everywhere on social. To win, and I hope to hear from you guys, and I hope to do this again in the future.
Thank you so much. You had some really good tips, and especially with the Audible. I'll be honest, like I just like this year, and because I'm not a book reader,
Yeah.
but I will listen to some audiobooks. And when I signed up for it, I didn't realize how much they had on there. Like I think I read Queen Sugar like before the show started, and
Yes.
I mean, but they had so many good books on there. And I never thought about that, being on the road. I know my mom likes audiobooks on the road, but I never thought about it for myself as far as, listening to like business related stuff that I can actually use that time to do that. So that's a great tip. And I love your tip about the mattress pad in the back, because sometimes things happen, and it's hard getting those covers off those seats, and when you don't have somewhere to clean them, until you get to a hotel or whatever, that's rough. We've had to use clothing because we didn't have anything to cover it up with, towels, things like that. I never would have thought to use the mattress pad, but that's a great tip, really great tip. So I thank you guys for being with us tonight. I have been checking. I don't see any questions from the audience, but when if questions do come in, we will be able to answer them right there on YouTube down in the comment section. So if you still have questions for any of the moms about any of the products that they talked about, or about their blogs, or just about traveling with kids, leave those questions down in the comment section and we'll be sure to answer those. And I also put everybody's information in the description box underneath the video. And if there's anything else that I need to add in there, just let me know, ladies, and I'll add it in the description box. I will have a blog post out. I post it tonight, or schedule it tonight before I go to bed, with all the products that I talked about tonight. So you can check those things out for yourself. I also have a lot more photos and things in there, and my take on each individual one. So that's all. I thank you guys so much for being with us tonight. I thank Nikita and I thank Anitra for taking the time out to be with us. I know you guys are busy. I know kids are crazy right now with school starting and different things like that. We started school already, so it's been crazy, and I put all that on my husband right now, so I'm going to relieve him. He hasn't gone crazy already. But thank you guys so much for doing this with me. It was a lot of fun. I'm so glad that you're willing to come on and share your tips with everybody. So thank you.
Thank you for
and good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.